What's good, guys? It is Sam here, and tonight I wanted to talk about Instagram and every single one of the candidates that's running for the Democratic nomination for president and how they're just fucking dropping the ball. They wonder why they're not gaining traction. They wonder why they're not getting enough money. I'll explain one of the reasons why, but this is the same type of thing I see on every single one of their socials. It's not even slightly optimized. They think of like social media as an afterthought. They think of the internet as an afterthought. The internet is the thing. You win the internet, you fucking win. So, with that being said, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam. And for those of you that are returning, it's good to freaking see you. Don't forget to press that thumbs up button. All right, let's get into it. So, I pulled up all of the 10 candidates here that are running for president that were in the last debate, minus Kamala Harris, because she just dropped out. We did a whole video on that if you want to check it out. It's coming out tomorrow morning, so don't forget to press the subscribe button. So we have Instagram here. We're just going to go through and give some first thoughts as we just toggle through this whole thing. And then I'm going to tell you how every single one of these could gain more money. Literally every single one of these candidates can get more money if they so choose. But first of all, let's just go through, and I haven't looked at the profile to give my first thoughts. This is going to be live the first time run through. And then at the end of the video, we're actually going to do a Q&A where if you use the hashtag Stolt in the comment section, I can go to my YouTube analytics, search for hashtag Stolt to pull up the awesome comments that you guys leave down below. So we're going to start at Pete. So what we have here, he's got, running for president of the United States, veteran, musician, businessman, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. He's trying to be personal in his, and then he's got a link to his website. By the way, you guys should check out my link for Instagram and come over there and say what's good. I'm posting on, if you enjoy these videos, I post on a LinkedIn or Instagram daily, like multiple times a day in stories. Let's come down to his feed. Visually speaking, wouldn't say they're super awesome personally, but everybody has a different point of view on that. Looks like we got some pretty good engagement, but he does have 1 million followers, right? By the way, the Instagram rankings are coming out where we stack rank all the candidates, and I take some of these objective data factors and we actually put them up against each other to see who is actually winning, instead of basing our belief on who's winning on the polling data that the media reports on that's based on like 1,000 people. Let's just actually understand where people are and what they're doing, like what their engagement rate is, how much these candidates are putting in work, meaning how many times they're posting a month. Let's take a look at their the engagement factor, the likes and the comments. Let's take a look at how quickly they're growing and their growth rates. These are the things that we take a look at to understand who's actually number one versus like what the polling data says. So don't forget to press that subscribe button if you get something that sounds interesting to you. So now let's take a look at their IG. Okay, so good. He is using his IG TV, which is awesome. When was the last post here? Let me see if there's a date. 1 week ago. Dropping the ball right there. Fucking huge drop of the ball, Petey. There's a big opportunity there, but it is good that he's using it. Let's jump over to Andrew Yang. Okay, so he's got more of a sales pitch here. I think that's probably an intelligent thing to do if you're running for president. Pete does not, but personal preference, you'd have to test it out to see which one actually performs better. He also has a link to his website. He's using emojis, so from a visual standpoint, if we toggle back and forth between these, one of them is visually more boom. That's Andrew Yang's. He's significantly less likes and stuff than Pete, but I think he's got about 50% less followers. His are, now let's take a gander. Yeah, he's got about 50% less followers. So Pete has about 1 million, he's got about 500. So what's the first thing that you notice? That there's a lot more variety, right, on Andrew Yang's actual feed, right? Let's go back over to Pete's posts. Pete's are almost like an afterthought. It doesn't, this is kind of a cool picture here, but you could put like fucking Pete for America, do some fucking branding in these dead areas on these pictures, or like right here, put a quote on this picture, put a quote, like look at this. This is just such a fucking wasted opportunity. Like, this is why I think these candidates don't actually want to win, because they're not fucking trying. Like, see this giant black area in the sky? Do an intelligent quote that Pete said and fucking put that shit right there. It's just, why, like, ugh. So it just makes me think that none of these people want to win. Andrew Yang doing a lot more promotion. He's got a tweet on here that he posted. He's got some cartoon figures. It looks like these are probably pictures of his kids. Just more stuff. And the reason that they use a lot more words is because words actually do convert very well on Instagram. So I would say that just based on first glance here, the feed is probably better from a visual standpoint. And obviously it's subjective, it's just based on my opinion. You could have a completely different thoughts, and I'd love to hear them down below using #stole. Let's go over to TV and see when the last time he posted. So let's pause this. 3 days ago, good. He's posting, but I don't know why it was 3 days ago. You should be posting these every single day. IGTV posts that shit every single day. Look at the attention he's got. 73,000 views, and Pete had like double this, right? So if you have people actually paying attention on IGTV, why the fuck aren't you talking to them every day and telling them a message? It's kind of funny. And this is not even the best part. I'm going to save the best part till the end. So if you want to skip towards the end of the video, you can catch the Q&A. But right before the Q&A, I'm going to get into how every single one of these candidates can raise more money. Amy's is similar to Pete's in that it's just more basic. But she also only has 137 followers. Her stories, let's look at the saved stories. Pete has this one of a debate, but the thumbnail of this story is just pretty basic, right? You can't really tell what it is. Yang has like a cartoon figure and these things here, colorful. Amy does this thing too. Personal preference. I like variety, but everybody's different. This is a cool idea to do something like this too. Let's go to her IGTV. Dropping the ball. When the fuck did she post this? 23 hours ago. Wait, 1 day ago. Yes. So good job. Good job. It's good that you were starting to post on IGTV, Amy. I congratulate you for putting your first IGTV out. I don't know why the fuck you didn't start this a long time ago. Super big drop in the ball. This is like why you're not showing up anywhere. Like, doesn't seem like you want to try. She also has a nice variety on here as well. Whatever the editing is done on these, it doesn't look. Yeah, pretty good variety. Nice text on them. She's got like some good stuff on here. I mean, good variety. I think this right here probably could have used a quote on here or something, maybe, right? And other ones across here. Okay, so let's go through the next one here. Burns. We got Bernie Burns. He's got a similar layout as Amy, right? She's got this simple card. His looks a little different, and he's actually spelled it out where she uses the acronym. Let's take a look. His is also similar to theirs in the sense that it's just a one line, similar to like Pete's, where he's just got his like basically one line sales pitch about himself, but it's not a sales pitch, it just talks about himself. So that's the opportunity to sell yourself. So you can sell yourself in this manner, or you can sell yourself in this manner. There's many different ways to do it. If you're running for president, you want to get your message out to more people. So I think from my POV point of view, I don't follow what these candidates say at all. I do this stuff and I look at the data. I think more promotion is probably good, right? That's why I tell you to subscribe and press that bell notification to get notified when future videos come out. But Burns has a shitload more videos than everybody else, it looks like, so that's good. So people can actually check them out. That's definitely a good idea. He also has a nice variety of stuff up here, right? And the appearance of the actual posts here doesn't really matter tremendously compared to how they're going to show up in the feed. So like the visual of this doesn't really matter, but I like that some people just don't, like say Pete or whoever's running Pete's thing, or he might just be doing it himself. Like you can see the difference, right? Right or wrong, like, you know, Pete's doing pretty well. So it's not like, I just think there's some missed opportunity across the board. Let's take a look at his IGTV and make sure he's posting on there. Looks like he is. He has a YouTube channel, so I would expect him to be doing this 4 hours ago. Burns, what's good? See, Bernie's putting his shit out. This was 3 days ago. So I do think that any candidate who wants to get their message out, who wants to actually win, should be putting out their message every day, multiple times a day, as much as they possibly can. This one was 3 days ago. He did post one 5 hours ago. Cool, awesome, nice job, Bernie. But do more. Do more. Send your message out every single day, multiple times a day. You need to have more people hearing your message to know who you are and support you if that's their thing. Because the more awareness you can get, that's how you're going to win. Let's go back over here. He also has a link to his, probably his campaign site, it looks like. Go webinar. Okay, what is this? Organizing strategy webinar? What? It's in Spanish too. No idea what that is. That's a fucking missed opportunity. Why do you have that up there? I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a reason, hopefully, but I have no idea why that is. Maybe it's in Spanish too. You should look at. So what Bernie could do, right? Look at his analytics on his Instagram, see what his audience is, unless he has a specific reason that's like time sensitive to put that up there, right? Like he's trying to promote something at the moment, but we see that he's not using his stories feature, which if we go back over here, Amy's is not using his story feature, Yang is, I already checked this, and Pete is as well. You can see by the circle around it. You click on it and then that's his post, right? So Burns is not using it. That's a big drop in the ball because people watch stories like on their phone. They pay attention to the stories. So you got to give them the message wherever they're going to be. Missed opportunity right there. Probably a missed opportunity. I don't know the context of why it's up there, but probably to the campaign website to get donations or learn more about you might be better than a webinar. But I don't know the context of I don't know what the reasoning behind why he has this up here. Joe Biden, what's good, Bo? I think that more, this is kind of cool. I do like this, but that's just my preference, right? Like this is super subjective, this portion of it here. The rankings tomorrow is all based on the data. He's using his stories, that's good. He has Joe link, so I'm not sure people are going to know where this goes, but probably to his campaign website. Is he just trying to sell his merch? How do people donate? Okay, so there should be something on here that allows people to fucking donate. That seems like a missed opportunity to me. Big missed opportunity. He's got his wife. Again, he's got a one-liner up here. He does tag his wife. I'm assuming that's his wife. That's actually a cool shot right there. That to me, this looks like a cool shot. But then again, you could put a tagline in the sky here, right? Some other things, nice variety. Some stuff that right here, right? This is a perfect opportunity to grab one of the quotes where Joe says something witty or intelligent or thoughtful in an answer to somebody or something, and you could put it up there, right? Or just put up like the school that he's at, right, and tag the school, because then the school's like, oh yay, fucking Joe Biden tagged a school, right? You just got to continue to think about these things if you want to win online. Let's see if he is using IGTV. He is. Good job, Joe. Nice job. No, he is not. When was his last post? 6 weeks ago. Bro, Joe, you need to step up your shit or talk to your campaign manager because you're probably not doing this yourself. Clearly. But you need to, and good, this is good. Nice. Promoting Trump. Cool, that's a good idea. Promote who you're going to be going up against. Fantastic idea from a visual standpoint. And I apologize. Like I'm not like hating on any of these people. I want to like give them a hard time so you guys can share this video with them and hopefully they can actually take some of this stuff and implement in their fucking campaign if you want them to succeed, whoever your candidate might be. So Joe, we need to potentially, if there's a way to also add, and there definitely is, have whoever does your website, have them add a link to go to donate money for you, or make it more prevalent, like right in the front too. So this way people can donate on there. Again, he's got more of like the plain type of style, which is not necessarily bad for Instagram. And he only has 2 stories up here, but overall not too bad. Actually, we should have been checking to see how this is posted 24 hours ago. I think they should be posting multiple times a day in my POV. Okay, so Cory Booker looks like he might be working with the same people who are running Amy's, and that's probably why he's not doing very well. But Cory Booker, he has his campaign website. Hopefully, pulls up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. He has something up here. Easy to donate. Numbers are here at the bottom to donate. That's kind of cool. 2020. Like, that's a very good idea. That's super clever. I love that idea. Super awesome to do that. 2020 for the donations. $20.20. Awesome idea, Cory. Awesome. Whoever had that idea in your camp, fantastic idea. I like his picture in terms of the little bit intense, which is good though. I like his how he's just got a big fucking smile on his face. Let's take a look at his feed here. Substantially less likes on his stuff, but again, he only had, well, actually, he's close to Pete, but he has a lot less likes. Look at this. He's got a couple in the couple thousand. If we jump back to Pete, Pete has a boatload. 12,000. All of his are like above 10K. Yeah, that's interesting. A lot less attention, or a lot less engagement from him. He also has a one-liner here. Let's check his IGTV and see what's up. When did you post last, Cory Booker? When did you post last? A week ago. Come on, guys, you're dropping the ball here. People watch IGTV. If you're trying to sell hot dogs, do you want to sell hot dogs in the front of Walmart where everybody's coming in to the store, right? You put your little cart out front and you sell them as they like walk into the store, their hot dog or their hamburger out of your little cart? Or would you rather take your cart and sit around back of Walmart by the trash and try to sell them there? And there's just like, that's kind of like the analogy for they're just dropping the ball by not posting to IGTV. It's been a week since his last post on there. Come on, guys. You're fucking supposed to be running for president. But I understand, I guess. No, I don't. I mean, seriously, if you're trying to win, like, you need to go all in. Okay, so this is a link tree for Elizabeth Warren. This should probably pull up a link tree where she is. Cool. This is interesting because Elizabeth Warren's the only person who's using this. I have a link tree account as well. I just don't use it. So good for her. That's actually a very intelligent move there. Very, very intelligent move. And because once you come here, she can have them directed wherever she wants. A fair work week, donate, store, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Nice and clear. Good job, Elizabeth. This is why she's probably one of the reasons why she's doing well. She's got Kamala Harris up there. Got a shitload of likes. She also, oh wow, not a lot of likes on this here. But everything else, it looks like this one has a boatload, 350,000, right? But she doesn't. It looks like the engagement, because I'm also looking at the comments on these, isn't necessarily consistent on every single one, which is fine, right? Because what that would tell me is that she's trying new things, right? She's trying things like this to see about winning, right? She'll test things out. I think that's one thing that needs to happen more in leadership in general and in management and business, is just trying out different things, right? But it's a very, very risk averse culture in leadership and management in most companies. But just test things. If it doesn't work, they should be rewarded for trying them, not punished because they tried it and it didn't work. Let's move on. Okay, let's check Elizabeth Warren's IGTV. Please post multiple times a day. Well, she did post a day ago. I don't know why you didn't post today. It's 11:30 p.m. on December 3rd. Hopefully she posted 2 days ago. 6 days ago. I don't know why these people aren't posting. You could literally take the shit you put on your YouTube channel, put it up here, at least for the time being, before you create native content for IGTV. But putting out the content on here is going to be helpful. It's just what it is. I really like that she did her link tree here, and was very clear in what she has on these other ones. You know, possibly, you know, in parentheses after store or something, you could put like 1 or 2 items. I mean, that's more of a style preference. You'd have to test it to see if it includes. So Linktree has data analytics. So you put all your stuff up there and then you get to see which ones people are clicking on the most, right? So you can rearrange them, you can change the words, you can optimize this. I'm sure that they're not doing it, but you can optimize this, right? So you could try donate, or you could be like donate now, or like help the campaign and then have a money symbol. Like you could try different words up here to see which one converts better. I don't know if they're doing that, but you could try. And test it to see. Tulsi Gabbard. What's up, Tulsi Gabbard? And she is also using her stories feature, which is good. Cory Booker was not. Joe Biden is. And okay. So that's good that Elizabeth Warren has a link tree. And she's using her stories. And she's posting to IGTV. I would personally like to see a lot more posts on IGTV. There's a boatload of attention on Instagram. You got to put your message out there. And Tulsi Gabbard, she again, so it looks like Yang is the only person who has like a sales pitch in his bio, which is kind of interesting because he's actually doing very well in a lot of areas. Maybe you want to copy him. Again, she's just talking about herself. I think the sales pitch might potentially provide a higher ROI here. She only has one story saved. She is using her stories feature though, which is this is what the stories look like, which is a good thing. She has it looks like a pretty decent amount of engagement for the amount of followers she has. Right? And we're going to get into the engagement rankings tomorrow, but she's got 250,000 followers, but she has a pretty good engagement, right? Like some of the other candidates were having these numbers and they had a lot more followers, but she's got 65,000 here, 32,000, 15. So nice job, Tulsi. Let's see when she posted. 9 hours ago, good. So hopefully she posts twice a day. This is her yoga thing, which was 12 hours a day. Awesome. Posting multiple times a day as much as possible is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. This is also good, right? So she has this dude. This guy's name is Hal, or actually I don't know what his name is, but where is it? Lewis House. That's his name. Lewis House. I apologize if you watch this, Lewis House, but good shit. So she's got that up there. This dude, Lewis House, potentially has more attention than she does. He's got 1.4 million. So that's a good move because he's got the brand in terms of people know his face a little bit more because he's got, 5-6 times more followers than she does. So that's a good move. I don't think that was probably thought out, but or maybe it was. I have no idea. But I think that's good to have that up there. She's got Tulsi.to to donate. Cool here. Okay. Opportunity right here. If you guys Tulsi. So she's just sending them. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I don't think the screen grab is going to show you this. However, let me pull it up so I can show you. I'm just going to take a quick little screen grab here so you can see. This is what's in the URL right here. Now what this is, Blue Act is like, from my preliminary understanding, it's kind of like PayPal for the candidates, meaning that's where they get their donations, but it's not run by them, where she could send people to her website, right? Like if I could take donations for you, would you prefer, what would you think would be more valuable, to send your people to me so that I can build a relationship with them and take the money for you, or send them to your site? So a couple things here. They can learn more about you, right? Because if you look at this, I think these pages are just one pages. Yeah, it's just like one page. Thing, capital A. I used to live in Hawaii. So she sends them to her website. They get to learn more about her, so she gets to tell more of her message. Cool, good thing, right? Check. The next thing is that the donations on there, she has that information, so she can remarket to them. That happens in a couple of different ways. The people who do donate, she can capture their email address and send them shit and be like, hey, donate. So you put them on some type of email sequence so that you can get your message out to more people and raise more money. And then also the people who are just on her site, you could use the like Google Pixel or something and track these people so you can build an audience off of that. So that's a missed opportunity. Let's look at her IGTV. This is probably posted a couple of days ago, 18 hours ago. Nice job. Let's see if she has any other, when the time did she post this before here? 1 day ago. Good. Nice job. She's posted, let's see this one. This 2 days ago. Awesome. So this is what you want to see. You want to see something where there's, look at this. Out of these couple days here, she's got like 225,000 views because she's putting out content every day. Right, on her IGTV. That's like, you want to put it, if there's a tension there, that's where you want to go. You're not going to go to the back of fucking Walmart to sell hot dogs. You're going to the front where everybody is. People are fucking on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, on YouTube. Like, that's where you want to go, where the attention is. So she's putting out content every day on IGTV. Good job. I just think the link here, opportunity there. But good job. And then we're about to get into like what the biggest missed opportunity is for all these candidates. Okay, first thing here. I think this is a big opportunity for his page, right? So this category right here is, it just says candidate for president of the United States. Okay. And I think that's a big missed opportunity to give more information. He does, so this is also his Blue Act. Okay, another fail here from him versus, and Tulsi does the same thing, where they should send the traffic to their own website. Whoops. They should be sending traffic to their own website so they can get that data, because the data is valuable as well as the donations, or if not more valuable than the donations if you play it out in the long run in perpetuity, because you have that email address or contact information or whatever it is. He is followed by Tom Steyer, cool. But I think this is a missed opportunity from the description standpoint and from the link standpoint. And the other thing, not only is the link sending them to a site that's not his to get a donation, but also it's a bit.ly link, which just means it's a shortened link. You go to bit.ly to like, you take this giant like URL and you put it in bit.ly and it spits out like a link like this, and then it just redirects you to the site. So what happens is, it's cool if you want like a shorter link, but at the same time, nobody knows where that's going. When look at say this right here, she's got Tulsi to donate, right? Pretty clear what you're going to do. Elizabeth Warren, it's her link tree. You want to see the person's name in there because it's a branding thing, but then people also want to know what they're going to click on. They don't know what bit.ly is. I do like how he put the states here. That's kind of cool and unique. And let's take a look at his page. Oh, we didn't look at hers in terms of her post, did we? Yes, we did actually. So he's got, wow, this one didn't have a lot of engagement. He's got some engagement on his, but I don't think he has a ton of followers. Oh, well, he's the least amount of followers. So, not bad. Not bad. But he's also significantly smaller than a lot of these other candidates. So, and he's still got 20 here and 18 here. This is his IGTV, right? So people are paying attention. He needs to put shit out there on his IGTV. Let's jump over to his IGTV and see when the last time he posted. 2 weeks ago, bro. You fucking need to post here all the time. So you guys can see that there's a lot of opportunity for these candidates. He's using his stories feature. Was she using it? Yeah. So there's a couple people who are not using their stories feature. Should be telling a story in their stories feature every single freaking day. Like have somebody else sign into the account, and then like when that person is talking to somebody else, they can do a story of them, or like just the person walking and say something on it. Like there's, you need to tell more stories. Tell more stories. Tell more stories. Okay, so Tom Steyer, he's got an affordable house. Let's see where this link brings us. Brings it to his campaign website. Good job. Nice job. I like how you embedded the video here, Tom. Good job. Good job. Also, I wanted to show you guys something about Tom, where we actually take a look at a nice sweaty armpit. That's an awesome picture there. But he's just, that's Kamala Harris. He does not have a lot of likes or engagement on his posts. but he also has no. He has compared to the other people, he has like no followers. He has like 50% of what Julian has, and Julian has significantly less than most of them. So Tom doesn't have any or much following on here. However, Tom does the only one of these candidates that I'm going to show you what they're all dropping the ball on. Every single one of them, where I guarantee they can increase the amount of donations that they get. Guarantee it. They're just not even literally trying. He's got a decent amount of comments on a lot of his pictures. What we should have been checking is if he actually, 6 hours ago, good job, is if they're actually responding to the comments, because that's a ninja move that the vast majority of candidates are probably not doing. Let's see here. There's a reply, not from him. We didn't check into the other candidates. I wouldn't expect him to reply, but that is a good mood. If you want to build your network and build your cause, having a conversation with people, not just in like the physical world, but online, it's going to help you build, right? You're a huge deficit, 10x less than a lot of people in terms of the amount of attention you have gauged by the number of followers. But what Tom is doing, so clearly whoever he has here is, do you see what I just clicked on? That's the answer. Let's do it one more time for those of you who weren't really paying attention. So what we do, we have Tom's stories. He's using stories, so good job, Tom. But look at this. Down here at the bottom, it says see more. Let me show you that one more time, and we'll just take a screen grab of this. Let's take a look at this. So this is what we have. This is at the bottom of the post, if you couldn't see it down here. And what that happens is if you have more than 10,000 followers, you can actually direct people to an outside link. And that's what he's doing. He's directing them to a outside link to donate. You have potentially 3 different audiences here. I guess there's a shitload of overlap, but you have an audience for your stories, you have an audience for your posts, and you have an audience for your IGTV. Potentially all different, but there is some overlap, but not 100%. So if you go through and you add that in, just literally swipe up in their stories, nobody else. There's a couple people who aren't even using their stories. Like Bernie Sanders didn't use it. What was it? Amy didn't use it. That's a fucking huge drop just to get your message out. Second of all, if you want more fucking money, you just put it in there so that people can swipe up and go to your site. You should be posting in there twice, 6 times a day for people to swipe up, along with your other 14 to 20 posts of the stories that you're doing throughout the day. I mean, this is like basic shit from Instagram. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If you use the hashtag Stole, I can get into my YouTube analytics like I did here, and I search for hashtag Stole, and I can pull up the awesome comments that you leave down below, just like Efran Rivera. Sorry for slaughtering your name, but thank you so much for your support and your comment. And they say Tulsi is on LSD to the White House. Long, slow distance. Good thing you explained that because I was about to ask. Steady rise to the top. Taking time, but will finish strong. Does the data prove this incline? Stolt, yes, she has had a rise over the last 2 months for sure, and it does appear she had a pretty quick rise at first, and then she's continued to kind of like level out and stay. She's actually lost ground in a couple areas, but she's at a higher point. So it would be interesting to see how that plays forward, because this is in reference to Tulsi Gabbard stealing Andrew Yang's attention after the Joe Rogan podcast. If you go back on the channel and look for that, search Joe Rogan, you'll find the video. And all of the data points that we look at, there's about 6 of them that show Tulsi after she went on the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan does podcasts, and he has probably over 100 million views in a 30-day period across platforms, because just on YouTube, he's got 60 to 70 million people. That doesn't include like iTunes for the podcast. That doesn't include anywhere else that he distributed that. So like Google or Stitcher or any other podcast platform that he puts out, Joe Rogan puts out his podcast, and or the little clips that he takes and puts on his other channels. Like, it doesn't include any of that stuff. So I think it's a very, very impactful thing to go on his show, and it shows in the numbers because Andrew Yang started coming down in all these factors at the same time as she's coming up. And coincidentally, the pivotal moment was when the podcast came out. Could be something else. Could be something else. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to use hashtag Stolt on the way down there. Press that subscribe button. The next comment we have is from your Hudson Valley Realtor. Stolt, Thanksgiving related. I don't think so. I don't think so, because when we look at the amount of work the candidates did on Thanksgiving, meaning the volume of output on Twitter, that's how we gauge to work, right? Because if somebody, I'm in business and investing, right? So if I want to win, I'm working every day, 7 days a week. This is what it is. I want to win. And if you take the weekends off and I don't, I fucking win, right? Like, I'll just destroy you. So the to take a look at Thanksgiving, I don't care if it's a holiday or a birthday or whatever. If somebody actually wants to win, right, then they're going to put in the work. So we looked at the number of tweets on Thanksgiving in that 24-hour period, and we had 3 people who were actually putting the time and effort into engaging with the audience. First of all, that's a ninja move. So think about it this way. From a marketing and attention grab and awareness standpoint, you have Thanksgiving where a giant portion of the population is not working. So they're going to be at home. Where are they going to be? Right here on their phones, on the fucking internet, and with their families. And they're going to be paying attention to what's happening online. You have 3 candidates. It was Tulsi, Elizabeth Warren, and Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang had the most amount of tweets in terms of engagement with people. Tulsi had the next, and then Elizabeth Warren. So you had 3 people who were actually trying to engage with people when there's a fuckload of eyeballs online, right? So if you're trying to win at a competition and everybody else takes the day off, that's a giant opportunity. Step it up. So thank you so much for the comment. Across Canada, what's up? My girlfriend's from Canada. Tactic change, Yang Gang, spreading the marbles across the ground. Probably referencing a booby trap of some sort. Poya Pouch. Apologize for destroying it. Guy, it's Tesla Cybertruck event. Yeah, that's the Cybertruck event. I'm sure that's what it is. It's possible, 100%. Let's check to see when the Cybertruck release date was. Tesla Cybertruck event date. When was that? 21st? Yeah, 21st. So that was not the case for the area that we talked about. It was the date of the release, I think the 26th. When we saw a lot of these factors actually changing direction. Good call though. Good fucking insight, and I appreciate that, Pouch. And across Canada, the tactic change. Let me know what you mean by that. In terms of that, I think that Yang has gotten off a little bit from what's kind of like built where he is, and that's the internet. I think he needs to do more stuff on the internet if he wants to continue building that awareness. Next comment is for Jonna Liggett. Thank you for the comment. I apologize if I got your name wrong again, Jonna. I appreciate the support though, because I've seen your comments before. Again, love how you do this. The fact you cover without bias, so refreshing. Also shows you can keep interest over 12 months when you use the full 12 months. How spike can increase or lose base. Like Kamala Harris after first debate. I don't trust mainstream media. MSM is mainstream media anymore. When they see the half polls are the same, people polled for each one, and the other half are by a company rated F by Better Business Bureau. Actually, I'd like to. What does that mean exactly? I don't trust blah blah blah. When you see the half polls, I'm not sure what that means. Or just like half of the polls are same people polled for each one. So I don't know if you guys have any data on that. I'd like to see that. It's interesting. So what he's saying is that all the polls out there, there's probably overlap in terms of the audience that is getting polled because they probably only have one email list. So if you have a company that does it, we're not going to, we should do a separate video. If you want to see a separate video on polls and like all the ridiculous amount of like issues with them, let me know down below in the comments. Use the hashtag SOOO and I can actually make a video on that. I've done one before, but I think I can be a little bit more thorough and thoughtful about why there's so many issues with polling. So if you're interested, let me know down below in the comments. You need to get way more coverage. I agree. So if you guys agree with John, if you guys like this, if you're still fucking here after me like going through all this stuff like nerd shit, share this video with somebody, but don't share with them just to spam them. Share with them. If you think they're actually going to get value out of this video, then share this with them. Like, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste somebody else's time. Don't want to waste my time. So if you think that somebody else is going to get value out of this content, share this message with them to get this out. What we're trying to do is trying to get a better understanding of what's happening in America. This is the first time in history where the candidates actually have a voice. There's an equal playing field. The internet democratized the distribution of your message. So what that means in English is just that everybody can get their message out to the world through the internet. If you're watching this, then like that's the fucking thing. And I think there's a tremendous amount of missed opportunity for a lot of candidates. Like we just looked at just one platform, Instagram. We see that there's a tremendous amount of opportunity across the board. And we know there's at least one thing that 9 out of the 10 candidates are not doing, the swipe up. That converts. I don't know why the fuck they wouldn't be doing that. And it just doesn't make any freaking sense why they're not doing it. Like, do they not know about it? I honestly think that a lot of the country and pretty much all the candidates, but you could see, think about the internet as an afterthought without realizing the internet is the thing you need to win. As we talked about before, if you, for example, when you're driving around tomorrow, or after you watch this, whenever that might be, go look at the next 10 or 15 people you see at stoplights, right? Like pull up to the stoplight and then look at the people around you. What are they doing? This. They're on their fucking phone, right? Good or bad, they're on their phone. Where are you paying attention to telling your story? In the physical world, where you get in front of a barn of 45 people or 800 people, I have no idea these like campaign things that these people do, right? But if you're in front of like 1,000 people in like a barnyard or whatever, I have no idea. Like I'm thinking town hall. I apologize, town hall things or whatever, or however people do these campaign things or talks at schools and stuff, where you get in front of a couple hundred people. That should be filmed and put on the fucking internet. You get in front of a couple hundred people, say you're in front of 300 people, each one of those 300 people tells 2 more people, that's 900 people. 900 people, each one of those additional 600 people, say tells 1 person, right? So you're like 1,500 people or something like that. You take that one town hall thing that you filmed with 500 people, and you put it online, on YouTube, on IGTV, on Facebook Watch, which are just the platforms to watch longer form content. And guarantee you're going to have more people paying attention to your content, more than 500 across the board. And that does not include what you can do is, so say one of the candidates says something intelligent, witty, thoughtful, as we mentioned. Take that, you can make that into a meme. Take that, you can make that into a separate post. Take that little clip and make it an Instagram post where it's 26 seconds long. You know, all of this stuff is just getting dropped. It's just a ridiculous amount of opportunity that's just completely, utterly wasted. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are down below in the comment section with the hashtag SOOO. Jump over to TikTok and say what's good. TikTok's fucking blowing up, or Twitter is also blowing up too. I've had almost a 6x increase in my followers on Twitter over the past like 45 days, 50 days or so. So jump over there, say what's good. I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you later.